Do not leave your cares at the door. Do not leave them there when you come into this place. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome here. And do not leave your cares at the door. Bring your pain and sorrow and joy. There's a place for them upon the altar of life. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome here. And do not leave your cares at the door. This is a place of grace, of losing and finding your way upon the winding road, meeting and parting, stumbling and starting over. Every story is sacred here, even yours, even yours. So come on in and do not leave your cares at the door. Do not leave them there when you come into this place. Be open to forgiveness and transformation. Come on in, you are welcome in. And do not leave your cares at the door. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Here at the Universalist Unitarian Church of Farmington, every day, in every way, we bid you welcome. In this community of radical inclusion, we make space for what you believe, who you are, what you love, and who you love. Your whole self is welcome here. It is important that you showed up today. Gathering in community is an act of rebellion against isolation and hopelessness. Knowing this to be true, please repeat after me. We are rebels for hope. We are rebels for hope. And that we are. My name is Mark Petrie, and I'm your service leader today. My pronouns are they and them. We begin our service today by lighting the chalice, which is the symbol of the faith that we share, with words from our mission statement. Please join in reading our mission statement from the order of service. We seek answers everywhere, include everyone, and live with compassion. Okay, and we're on to our announcements today. We have quite a few. Thank you for spending your Sunday morning with us, whether enjoying the service in person or watching online. We'd like to extend a special welcome to any visitors today. After the service, we invite everyone to stay for coffee and conversation downstairs in our reception hall. Please take a moment now to silence your phones, but don't turn them off. You are encouraged to share on social media that you are attending today's service. And after today's service, we are having a newcomer meetup in Adams Hall at a designated table. You'll see some dried flowers on the table. That's the one. This is an opportunity to learn more about UUCF and what it means to be part of our community. So come join Reverend Karen and a UUCF member there to make connections with other newcomers. And tonight is middle and high school group with an updated time. The group will now meet from 6 to 8 p.m. for the school year. This is an open group, and your middle and high school students are welcome to bring a friend. Just RSVP to Argo. Hi, Argo. Hope to see you there. Next week, join us for UUCF's annual summer picnic, Sunday, September 14th at 10:30 a.m. Yes, this is in lieu of a regular Sunday service. We'll be gathering at Novi Lakeshore Park, Pavilion number 1. The membership committee will be providing hot dogs, veggie dogs, corn, and lemonade. We need you to bring a dish to pass and your smiling face. See the e-blast and slides for more information. Also, we could use volunteers for setup, grilling, and cleanup. So please contact Liz Knight to volunteer or if you have any questions. And let's see, Spooktober is right around the corner. And that means Treats on the Trail on October 26th. See Becca Seaton if you would like to volunteer for a trail or a parking lot spot. We will also need help with the food table, decorating, and cleanup. Now, if I could get some help from my DJ in the back, I have a special announcement. November 8th. Y'all, I better see you there at the auction. Check out the e-blast to donate. The theme, again, is Living in the Mitten. I know you all know it. All right. Look, if you had one auction, one opportunity to see everything you ever loved about Michigan in one moment, would you capture it, or just let it slip? Yo, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He got his paddle all ready to bid on mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready for that lawn service. And he ain't forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth and he eats all the chow. No choking, how? Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, wow. Step back to reality, yo, there goes his paddle, it's up. There's other bidders, oh no, he's so mad, but he won't give up that easy, no. He won't have it, he knows this helps his church to grow. It don't matter, he's dope, he knows that he don't broke, he's not stagnant, he knows you use the emphasis home, but that's why his back's to Michigan, yo. This is Mitten living, better go capture this moment. You better lose yourself in the auction. Don't talk, son, don't box, son, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to go. This opportunity comes once in a year. You better lose, oh, little head, use yourself in the auction. Real talk, son, don't box, son, you better let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to go. This opportunity comes once in a year. Okay, that's it. All right. That's what I get for no rehearsal. Okay. Moving right along. Our opportunities for connection this week are Save the World tonight in Adams Hall, teen group, we already mentioned teen group. Choir rehearsal tomorrow evening, men's lunch on Tuesday, writing practice on Wednesday morning, and a board game afternoon on Saturday at 1 p.m. All right. Please rise in body or spirit for our hymn from the Gray Hymnal, number 395, Sing and Rejoice. And we're going to have some leaders here for a round, yes? Okay.
Sing it all the way through once and then twice as a round. And Kelly will start at the first.
Kelly's starting the first, and then real soon after they start, I will start the second group at the beginning of the round. One time through. This is everybody.
Your first time.
Sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, let all things living now sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice.
Here we go, you guys.
Sing and rejoice, let all things living now sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, let all things living now sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice. All right.
Today is our annual water ceremony, and so to make this very local and real to all of us, today we have a speaker who is going to share with us about Line 5. Hope Sherwood from the Michigan League of Conservation Voters is going to give us a presentation and share with us about that program.
Hi
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Can everybody hear me well? Awesome. So here I have my jar of water that has oil and water showing that it doesn't mix. My name's Hope. Thank you so much for having me today. I work with the Michigan League of Conservation Voters, and I really appreciate you guys having me here today. You guys are all celebrating water, but it's important to know what is threatening our quality of water and ways that you can take action. So today I'm going to be talking about Enbridge Line 5. It is a 645-mile long oil pipeline. It goes through the Mackinac Straits, Michigan, and Wisconsin. It transports about 540,000 barrels of oil daily. Despite its aging and the protective coating wearing off, it is still running 21 years past its lifespan. And on this next slide, you can see where the Line 5 runs through Michigan and Wisconsin, and the Straits of Mackinac. And actually in this diagram, you can see where the oil has spilled. And in the UP and Wisconsin, you can see it's over like 100,000 gallons of oil. And in its lifespan, over 1 million gallons of oil have been spilled. And obviously that's really detrimental to our ecosystem. So on the next slide, the reason this matters to us is because a single spill could and has destroyed our shoreline, and it destroys the animals and plants living there. As you can see, you know, the oil doesn't disperse through the entire Great Lakes. It clumps up and it would get on the animals and kill the plants, and it's obviously not good for us either to get in our drinking water. Also, the Great Lakes hold about 20% of our fresh water in the world, which is crazy to think about, that almost a quarter of the entire world's fresh water is being jeopardized because of this oil. Additionally, past spills from Enbridge on different oil pipelines have shown that they do not handle a spill correctly with correct public transparency or in a timely fashion. In 2010, a spill in the Kalamazoo River was one of the largest inland oil spills ever, with almost 1 million gallons of oil spilled, and it took them days to realize this was happening, and then a decade to clean it up, which obviously a lot of harm would be caused within that decade. And then lastly, it endangers indigenous communities. This Line 5 goes through their land. It disregards the treaties we have agreed with them, and it's really just ignoring their culture. You know, they fish from the Great Lakes, and if the oil is in the Great Lakes, they can't have their food, and also they believe water is sacred, and it's just ignoring their culture. So on the next slide, just to give you a little bit of an update of what's happening legislatively, in 2019, Dana Nessel sued Enbridge to shut down Line 5. And that didn't happen. In Michigan 2020, the courts ordered a temporary shutdown, but Enbridge continued operations under improved safety, but obviously spills continued to occur. And now, I'm sure you guys have seen these commercials because Enbridge is really pushing them out there, that there is a new, better solution that is the safest solution, which is a tunnel, and that is not true. They are using fake evidence, and it is planned to be built on very unstable bedrock in the Mackinac Straits, and we are very lucky to have that. That is one of our most biodiverse areas in the Midwest region, and an explosion of that tunnel is highly likely, and that would destroy our beautiful Great Lakes that we love. So what we're asking for today is a permanent shutdown of Line 5, beginning with decommissioning the Strait segment, because that is where we're really the most worried about it. We want to reject any of the permits for the tunnel, and then also look for different energy alternatives. Obviously, we can't keep relying on oil. That's just not going to be sustainable anymore. So what you guys can do today, and the reason I'm here, is obviously conserve energy as much as you can. You know, turn off your lights, the basic things you've always heard. Try and carpool, drive less distance, maybe bike. And then also try and consume less. Almost everything that we use every day, oil was used in the production of it. So, generally, if you're consuming less plastic, that could help. And the less we consume, the easier it is for us to justify to Enbridge that we don't need this oil. The pipeline. And then lastly, the real reason that I would love to see you guys later, I have a bunch of resources to help you do a public comment around this issue, and that is really the best way to get your voice heard and make real change. And if you guys find me down in the, what's the room called? Adams Hall. I will be down there and would love to help you guys publicly comment. It's super easy, and I have all the resources. And the Great Lakes really need you. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Hope. And as we move on to our offering, today we take the offering and we acknowledge the generosity and intention to support and build this welcoming community. You are now invited to participate in the blessing of giving as the ushers come among you to accept the gifts of the congregation. You may also give online via the QR code on the back of the order of service. And the offering will now be received. Thank you. Our offering dedication in your order of service to the work of creating beloved community within and beyond these walls. We dedicate ourselves and our offerings.
So how many of you had a visceral response in thinking about the oil coming into our Great Lakes? Many of us have a personal connection with one of our Great Lakes, and we know that Michigan is surrounded by them and how much they bring us joy in being connected. And so the same way, I was so happy about having Hope here to talk today about that, because I know that we all have these connections to water in the land that we see around us. And of course, Michigan is full of lakes everywhere, not just our Great Lakes. And so that means something to us. And our annual water ceremony is one way that we connect all of us to each other, that represents the beginning of our church year together and what we all bring together. So I wanted to acknowledge that there is much sadness in the world right now. Every single day there's some new thing that makes us sad or angry. And I want to acknowledge sometimes, in just a little, every once in a while, there's a moment of hope. And there are moments of connection, there are moments of joy, and trying to hold on to that little bitty pieces. Maybe it's a conversation you had with somebody, maybe it's something funny you saw, maybe it's a moment of forgiveness. We just don't know. I feel like we need to be open to those moments wherever they might come. So this water, for us today, represents the different kinds of emotions that we bring to this community here. There are many tears for us to cry in the world right now for many different reasons. Many of them are bitter, but many of them still, even now, even today, could still be sweet and joyful. The water that holds our joys and sorrows comes from many sources, but it also sometimes comes from our own eyes, from the tears we cry together so often as we live these brutal and beautiful lives, and as we hold one another close. We are a people who choose to let our tears of joy and sorrow water the garden of our community. At the end of our water ceremony today, then some of this water is going to be used to dedicate our brand new accessibility path to our memorial garden that connects this water to the past and present. In our water ceremony this morning, we will commingle our waters from travels, from our homes, and this building itself with these pictures that are here. While doing so, we call to mind those many tears. You could hold and just imagine these tears in our lives. Tears of awe at a spider's web. Tears of speaking what you've been holding in. Tears of moral clarity. Tears of overwhelm, too big to name. Tears of rage at injustice. Tears of big belly laughs and joy that can't be contained. Tears of frustration from trying and failing yet again. Tears of loss. Tears of so much love. Tears overflowing, stretched, full, past tenderness. Tears of witnessing redemption. Tears of despair, tears of hope, tears of anguish, wishing you could help, tears of knowing that you are not alone. And this time, will you join me in naming your tears out loud through a one word or a name, sharing aloud or silently in your heart the kinds of tears that you are carrying here today?
My cousins.
I heard frustration. I heard names of individuals, people in our lives. Now, Argo is going to help our children. And if you were already pre-told or pre-instructed, you're welcome to come up. If you weren't, you're also welcome to come up. We have some little bottles of water that our children are going to bless our sanctuary, either on the ends of our pews, or if you are somebody who would like a blessing, maybe you would like to acknowledge maybe the frustration you're having, that one of our children or youth will come up and to put some water on your hand if you would like that. This is water from our building, and consider it a blessing from our community. So any of our children, or even our adults, if any of our adults would like to participate, you may come up and take some water from, and these are just salt shakers from our building. So, children have water to have given individual blessings, you can continue to put some water on the ends of our sanctuary going around. And as they do that, I invite you into a moment of meditation with me. Planting yourself on the ground, putting your feet down, allowing your breath to deepen down into your belly, closing your eyes if that feels good. Follow your breath into a moment of peace. Although it can feel like it sometimes, this land is not a wasteland. Despite all that has been wasted, all the destruction we have seen, all that has been lost, there is still abundance here. And it is ours to tend, ours to love. Imagine with me now all the seeds that are waiting in the cracks of your life and of this community. Seeds of deeper compassion, seeds of greater thriving, seeds of some next right action calling to your heart. What is your next right action? What are the seeds ready to grow here with us? What could blossom with the full presence of your open heart, held in this community of open hearts? What is ready to grow? Take another moment together. Open your eyes now and look around at this community, the people you see here, the people you know are part of this community but are not here today. Hold them into your mind. We will try and try again and tend the land and each other over and over again, because that is what we do. We will stay whole over and over again. Now I'm going to ask Mark to light the 3 candles that we usually have for our joys and sorrows that represents everything that we bring in here together. Having created intention in your hearts, I invite you to come up in a minute and pour the water that you brought to share today, or the water on this table. We have 5 pitchers here. And when you bring up, then take a moment and you'll just pour some of your water in, and then with your own intention of what you're bringing to this community, or maybe for yourself, for this year together. This bowl represents all that we are together in this community, of all of us coming in today. The choir is going to come up first, and they will pour their water into this bowl over here to my right, and then they will come up and sing. So please, the choir, come on up. The whole congregation, this is your moment to come up and add your water and energy to our sacred waters together.
Is our homeland, the song of stars
These two receptacles of water represent all that we are bringing together into this community. Let us bless this water in the beginning of our year together as we set intentions for joy and peace, for connection, for always remembering where water comes from and our connections to the earth and each other. May it ever be so. And now we are going to sing number 309, 301, which is Touch the Earth, Reach the Sky, in the gray hymnal. And then when we're done, I'm going to have some closing words, and we're going to walk straight outside, and we're going to use this water to bless our newly renovated accessibility path. Please stand. Feel free to remain standing. So our chalice lighting words are actually words that our children use in their RE classes. So this may be familiar to you, and I apologize that it's hard to see from that direction. But it says, "We extinguish this chalice today, but we know," and maybe if our children might know this, you can read along with me, "We are building a better world together. We are becoming better people together. We are living our lives together. We don't have to do it alone." Amen.
Sing